face is funny.
Your face.
We're live.
Okay. Well, how do you want to start then?
Oh no, you're ugly. How about that?
It is your face too. It is your face too. That's right.
We live in a very sad world. Welcome in, Bear. How you doing this fine day? Bear on beer. He's pretty basic.
Yeah, pretty base. I like the name.
All right, say hello.
Well, main characters here. You're welcome.
Hate you.
I'm lovable.
I disagree.
I am the Scrimblow.
Scrimblow.
Scrimbly Bimbist.
I got called a blorbo recently. I'm still recovering.
Isn't that a thing from
I don't know.
That's a Teen Titans.
It might be. I just know it.
Starfire said it.
I don't remember.
I'm not drinking. I did too much drinking yesterday.
Yeah, we got
excessive.
Yeah. Which one movie do you want?
My kidneys hurt.
You know what? Let's start with.
It was Starfire. See?
Yeah.
So I think we start with the. We can't start with. This order is horrific. I'm sorry. I told him to make it better. He wouldn't. But Wes Craven's New Nightmare we can't do without doing Nightmare.
Yeah. No. I don't think this is the right order. Well, I think we should start with.
Okay. Let's start with The Thing.
Are you sure you don't want to start with Exist? We could start with the modern classic.
No, we give people a chance. Let's just put The Thing in the top. We gave it its own tier. Put it in the top.
Fine, but we have to talk about it. It's good.
If you haven't seen it yet, you're not going to see it. Get help.
How is one of us crackly?
What do you mean? Define cracky. I'm just nasally. It just happens. Am I too far away? Do the list.
We're using the same mic.
We're in the same room. Maybe if we talk at the same time, that fucks it up.
Maybe it gets confused, thinking they're two.
Well, can you do the playback?
No, I'd have to. I can record it a bit, so.
I mean,
just say something.
No.
Stupid.
That's not nice.
Your face isn't nice. Alright, let's check the recording. Nasally. It might just be your voice.
I fucking knew it. I'll show you nosily.
Say something.
No.
Stupid.
That's not nice.
Your face isn't nice.
Does it sound right to you?
It's just your voice.
That's just how I sound. Okay. Well, you've hurt my feelings, and now you're on the shit one.
Ban him. Ban him from the
Ban him.
He doesn't deserve to.
No, don't ban him.
I won't.
Okay, you can do it if... you know what, do it.
No. It was a joke.
I'll show you a joke. You're a joke. Alright, so where were we? The Thing. Best horror movie ever made?
It is fucking solid all around.
It's got best top tier creature effects, top tier performance. Young Kurt Russell.
He's a very handsome man.
Yep.
He is an unnaturally handsome man. He wants to eat me because I'm a frog.
Anyway,
there are a lot of people who want to eat frog. I didn't think about it.
I blame the French. Anyway,
it is their fault.
What was I saying? Yeah, Thing, best effects, best acting, best ending.
Yeah, that ending.
The ambiguity.
The comics are terrible.
Yeah.
Well, the comics felt like, they kind of had to, answer the question, and it ruins the...
Okay, answering the question's fine, though. I have a problem with taking the Thing into a jungle.
Yeah. At that point, you've lost. That
the world's over. That was stupid. Next.
Alright.
I just felt... I don't think we need to waste a lot of time on the original Thing. If you haven't seen it, go see it. What are you doing?
Alright.
Okay, and on that note, we can talk about The Thing 2011.
I think it gets awful.
It's a complete piece of dog shit.
But we need to talk... Okay,
there's no rules about cursing, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a number.
Yes, if you...
I thought it was like PG-13, you know, you get a couple hard ones and then you're done.
No, The Thing 2,
calling it The Thing 2 is disrespectful.
Well, it's almost a prequel. It's a prequel.
It's a piece of shit. Well,
the worst part is there's so many action shots of them having a good
Well, I know, yeah, the behind the scenes where they had that practical effects studio do it all, and then they fuck it up by drawing over it with cartoons. It looks like a dollar store movie. I hate it.
It really. The story,
and then the fucking engine, the fucking Tetris engine. I'm just speechless. They thought that was okay. It's like playing Kingdom Hearts, and you get to the gummy ship, and it just didn't texture anything. Could not fucking believe it.
I still look, sir. Sir, we haven't finished Tech Guy ship. We just need another week.
It launches tomorrow. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, we got all the basic shapes in. We just need a texture of
No,
them.
tomorrow. Just release it. It's fine.
But
And it's been like that for 20 years now, and it's your fault.
I made a mistake, sir.
All right, but yeah, the thing, the 2011.
I like the idea of like the
okay, I get it. The Rush. Okay, I think it's a better idea than doing an actual sequel.
Because...
And I think showing what happened to the Russians is cool. Yeah, he's just really good with his voice.
Yeah, I'm a ventriloquist. I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
You can't even finish it without stuttering. How can you not tell?
How? What? Fuck you.
I'm adorable. Anyway, what was I saying?
Yeah, I liked their test though for like the thing where.
Okay, yeah, that was unique. Where it's like the fake teeth, the ear, like everything in it was. Okay, the acting was
meh.
okay.
It was meh.
Okay, yeah, but you're not gonna follow up Kurt Russell.
That was a mistake in the first place.
I disagree. I think I sound older.
I think he sounds older. He's got more nasaliness.
I sound like I'm gonna die. I need my nasal spray. Anyway, the thing is, but like that aside, good movie. Like could have been a great movie,
and they fucked it up.
They fucked it all up, every little bit. Let's. Okay, yeah, this is a movie that
I'm old and in the way.
I'm the young pretty one. I know it.
You have the same face.
You're not wearing it right. Well, anyway, put the movie in. So well, actually, where do we put this thing? Because I feel like
our expectations
ruined it, and we were pretty young when we saw this movie. But it's not. How do I like? Is it a bad movie? I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't want to see it again. Well, like I almost don't feel comfortable giving it below a D.
I think you might be right. Here's the problem: we saw this when we were too young, and there was like a weird sexual energy to it. I remember.
Yeah, and then the horrific body horror.
Yeah, there was some very good, effective body horror. To be fair.
Yeah, like it was good. But the thing with this movie is, I don't remember what movie I saw it. It was on a kid's wall in like an 80s movie.
It was like a poster, or it was like
like maybe the kid was from the 80s. I don't think it was an actual 80s movie. But that poster was on the wall. I saw that. I went, holy shit, is that a werewolf movie I haven't seen? Because I liked werewolves at the time.
We were excited. Werewolf movie.
Look at that pose.
That looks like a werewolf movie.
If you don't, then you squint at it, you see the bugs, you realize something's wrong. But we were dumb.
Oh, hey, Grim.
How's it going?
His name is Grim Reaper, for the record. I could see you reading that name.
From the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yes. Grim, this is Frog's twin?
No, he's just talking to himself.
Yeah, I've gone full schizophrenic.
Yep. Anyway, as I was saying, they can rewind if they need context.
True.
No, actually, I don't know if that's... I don't know how this works. I don't stream. Anyway, what was I saying? The Beast, but The Beast Within. We went to watch it, thought it was a werewolf movie. Turns out it was a horrific body horror bug movie. Guy turned into something called the Cicada Man. It was very traumatic. I liked it. Well, I didn't like it, but now in retrospect, I think I would like it if I saw it again. But I think the childhood trauma means I can't get through that. I'll die. So we're just gonna put that at D.
There was like
it may be undeserved D. This might if there are fans of the Beast out there.
I'm sorry. We're willing to hear you out. It's just that this movie was the wrong place, the wrong time, wrong.
Like, if I saw this as I am now with no context, I'm sure I would have really liked it.
But like the title and it makes you think.
Misleading. Anyway, that was a good one to get out.
All right. Oh, I have some strong opinions about the color out space.
I have some very strong opinions.
First things first, I think
A tier.
B. I think B.
No, because I think there are worse movies I want to put in B.
All right, we'll let it in A for now. We might have to move it.
You think it's too high? Because I think it's better than any of these. I don't want to say anything, spoil anything. But I think there's at least 4 or 5 movies on here that are worse than it that I still like enough not to put in C.
Fair.
But Color Out of Space, Okay, one Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, you got Nicolas Cage, and he's actually in most of the movie.
Like he's actually a main character. Don't know how they did it. Usually he's like in and out.
He dies, and you know.
But no, he is a main character. The performance is great. Really, that performance carries most of the film. The practical effects, really good.
Really solid practical.
Even
effects.
the CGI in it, when it's used, it's not bad.
My only problem with this is I don't believe the Color Out of Space is one of those stories from H.P. Lovecraft I feel is very difficult to adapt.
Okay, yeah, I get that. You can't do it.
Welcome in, Killstrike.
Pick it up.
This is my twin.
So many edgy names. I'm
Beer
gonna call you Daisy. We're carrying on.
No, bear on beard.
Okay, bears on beer. You're cool.
He doesn't approve.
I'm just saying. Grim Reaper, Killstrike.
Well, I'm here with my twin, and we're reviewing
horror movies. We're on Color Out of Space. We covered the best movie of all time. We covered a traumatic movie. If you have any questions, let us know.
I stand by. I just feel like this is not a story you want to try to adapt in
color.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think it was done once before where they did a black and white movie, and the only color was from the Color Out of Space, and I think that's the only way you can do a real representation of what it would be like.
I think they filmed a black and white.
Yeah, I think they've done another one. We still need to see that.
No,
one.
I think they did a cut of this film in black and white.
If they did, I'll check it out. I think
the magenta thing, it works fine.
But it is a color I recognize. It ruins the idea.
I'll show you a good. It's a good movie.
It is. I know. To be fair,
Nicolas
I like
Cage.
the movie.
I rest my case.
That is a strong case to rest.
Speaking of Nicolas Cage, that's a good segue, actually.
Yeah, let's see. Where is it? Arcadian?
This movie.
I think A.
I like it so much more than Color Out of Space, though. It might be an S.
It might
Put
be.
it top of A for now.
Yeah, top of A.
This movie, it came out of nowhere, and I like it.
Well, we have to acknowledge, Nicolas Cage isn't in it that much.
Okay, we have to acknowledge a couple things. Nicolas Cage isn't in it that much. The main characters are kind of lame.
Yeah, the writing is not the strongest. But okay, what makes
the creature design is so good? It's like the opposite of
Color Out of Space, where the characters and everything are carrying this. The fucking creatures alone carry Arcadian.
So where to begin? So are we spoiling Arcadian?
I think we're spoiling all of these. We're terrible people.
Oh, right. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know we were playing the. I can't think of a good joke here, but we'll keep it going. So Arcadian, where to begin? So Nicolas Cage is a father in a post-apocalyptic world.
He has two sons.
His two sons. One's an idiot,
and the other's stupid. One's an idiot and one's stupid.
That's a good way to summarize it. Anyway, they're both good kids. I don't hate them. There's a teen romance subplot. Didn't care for it. But what matters
world
is
building's a little weak. The world building's a little weak.
Can we get a picture of the monster?
Yeah, we can. I'll go grab a picture of the monster.
We need a picture of the monster. I need.
What? All right.
Probably not a very clear one.
Yeah.
You get a couple.
No, that clear. All right. Let me get a picture. Arcadian monster.
I swear to God, you're gonna load up Bing. Switch to Google before I can't work like this. My coffee's too hot. The studio lights are too bright.
We don't have studio lights. It's literally the.
You know, he didn't even set up a trailer for me. No, there's no makeup department. Outrageous. Outrageous.
This is probably the best one.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Copy image. I'll save it.
Are you gonna put it in the tier list?
No, I'm just gonna put it up on the.
That's my concern.
Yes, we will tier the monsters separately. That way it feels more accurate.
Okay, well, we can do a movie monster tier list another time.
We should.
There you go.
There's some very strong movie monsters out there.
There are strong movie monsters in abysmal films.
Mm-hmm.
The Langoliers get.
They do.
Just for being so stupid.
He put his heart and soul into them. Alright. Let's grab the right image.
Oh, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that image, it doesn't really do it justice because like this thing in motion, and
It's
they're very
constantly
good at
shaking.
they're good at keeping it just out of sight. But basically this thing goes full. Whenever it has a really big jaw, you can't really get a good angle on here.
Mm-hmm.
And it snaps it shut like a shoebill stork, if you ever heard those.
Yeah.
It sounds like a machine gun. It goes,
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
very cool. And then it also has like a fake face almost drawn on top of
Yeah,
its head.
it's weird. It's cool. It's so cool to look at, but it's hard to get.
And then it has like an extendo finger.
Yeah,
Very
it does.
weird.
Its fingers extend.
I'm not sure. It pulls off a star finger
It
for any JoJo's fans.
Star finger.
Have you ever watched JoJo's?
I still haven't. I'm not interested.
You're
I've seen.
disappointed.
You've shown me enough memes. I'm good.
Outrageous. Anyway, Starfinger. Also, just FYI, he shouldn't be able to do it. Jotaro pulls out a lot of powers. Shit.
And look, we're not talking about your JoJo's obsession.
Hey, it's a show.
Is
It
it?
makes you.
Is it a good show?
I liked part 1, 2, and 3. Part 4 is good too. Part 5 is kind of a mess. Part 6 I haven't finished yet. I need to get back to it. And it's a good
Isn't
show.
the creator dead?
No,
I always think he's dead for some.
no, he's working on like part 10 or something. I can't keep up.
I don't know why. He's one of those guys I always just assume is dead.
Well, that's not very nice of you.
Yeah,
And
I
the
think there are a
problem
few
with
people
watching
who just,
JoJo's is it will make you a homosexual. So many muscular men in it.
All right,
It's unavoidable. That's the entire JoJo's subreddit. I love it.
I visit the JoJo subreddit.
It's just people making those jokes all day, every day.
This turned me gay.
Yeah, just watching JoJo's did it to him. Nothing wrong with that. Happened to me. Happens to everyone.
Anyone exposed to JoJo's?
It's endless. But back on topic. Where were we?
The goofy monsters we were talking about.
Okay, so yeah, basically, this monster is amazing because it does all these things, and you keep trying to figure out when you're watching the movie, you'll have a moment where it looks very familiar,
But you can't place it. It's too weird.
and then it's gonna hit you.
Because I think you have to Google it to figure it out.
Okay, yeah. So full disclosure, I looked up this monster because I wanted to get some better looks at it, and the first interview is that it was designed after Goofy.
And the moment you
The
hear
Goofy,
that,
as in Goofy from the hit game series Kingdom Hearts.
we're not talking about Donald being the most powerful sorceress in Final Fantasy.
I want to talk about. But no, it is actually designed after Goofy. The creator said when growing up he watched a Goofy movie, and there were a couple scenes where Goofy looked creepy, and it actually traumatized him. He went, I'm gonna make a horror movie about it.
That's why when he's doing that thing with his mouth, he's yucking.
He's doing that, but like really fast. It's actually one of the greatest monster designs of all time.
Because how would you ever even think of that?
And then like that, when you hear that, it explains a lot of the weird cartoony shit
Shit
they
they
do
do.
in the movie.
Like they roll into a giant wheel, and it's like, oh, that's just them being a cartoon.
Good movie.
I
Weird
recommend-
movie.
Weird. Like I said, I feel like overall it's probably weaker than Color Out of Space. Like if we were judging purely on like other, because
Okay,
like
yeah,
the writings, the world building and writing is kind of meh.
Okay, yeah, everything. To be honest, everything about the movie besides the monster is really lame. But the monster is so entertaining
And so interesting.
that it carries the film. There you go.
I agree. All right,
Let's do some zombies.
we'll do Night of the Living Dead first then.
Yeah, and we should do Return of the Living Dead after. So, Night of the Living Dead, the original, right?
I feel I might get killed. I might get yelled at. I feel B.
No, B's a good place for it. It's good. The social
Solid.
commentary is good. The actual movie is entertaining.
You're not.
It holds up perfectly fine.
The woman just screaming at every turn.
That would be me in that situation. I'd be screaming.
I just laying down on the couch. Nope, I'm done.
Hey, back in the day, ladies used to faint.
I don't think they fainted quite like this.
Every 1940s TV drama has taught me that in stressful situations, women are allowed to faint. But if I do it once, it's the end of the world.
I'm the bad guy.
If I faint in a crisis, it's a problem.
No, I think it's a good movie. I like the fact I looked into some of the background and like they were just eating chicken.
What?
In the scenes where they're eating raw meat.
I guess the camera does a lot to.
Yeah, the being black and white really. Well, do you know what?
Wait, do you mean they're eating raw chicken?
I think some of them are. Is it raw or it's just
You're
like
not
they took the
supposed to
skin
do
off? Yeah, they were just eating chicken though.
I mean, yeah, but
Mhm.
like salmonella. That's all.
No, well, even
Or
funnier.
you say they had like chicken nuggies and they had a lot of ketchup.
Yeah, it might have been that. Like I said, I'm not clear on it. I just know they were all eating chicken, which is just the best. I think It's interesting though. Do you know most movies were actually in color when this came out? They had moved on to color movies, but they made it black and white because a lot of TV reports and TV series were still black and white.
See, it made it look more real.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't know
it made it cheaper to make too. So, and they didn't have a huge budget, so that helped. But it also made it look like a TV broadcast, which aligned with like the ending of the film.
That's pretty clever.
There was also I think in one of the recent TV series we watched, what was it like?
It wasn't Twilight Zone, but it was one of those anthology
Yeah,
horror.
new anthology. Was it Creep Show? The Creep Show.
It was.
Yeah, it was. I think it was. They had a black and white episode, and it was like had zombies, and everything. It was set in like the 1950s. And it was like I couldn't figure out what they were going for until the ending, where you see Night of the Living Dead's end scene, where it's a TV report playing on the TV.
Great. Actually, that was actually really cool. Like it's the first zombie movie. What can you say? It's good.
Yeah, it conceptualized a lot. Right, Return of the Living Dead. A tier. This is definitely least A tier.
Okay, if we're putting this in A tier, what are we putting in S?
True. I think it probably deserves S.
Like,
Well, okay. I know three. I know one movie that's going straight to S tier.
okay, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this is up there. This is, yeah, and it's even that same type of campy fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen Return of the Living Dead, I mean, how? It's so good.
It is
so entertaining.
Okay, only watch this one though. The rest of the Return of the Living Dead series is mid at best.
Yeah, it's wildly inconsistent, but this one good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I do love that they bring those two actors back every time.
They do, and it's just like goddamn.
And they always die the same way. It's kind of comical.
Mm-hmm. No, but Return of the Living Dead. I really like how it redefines zombies. It makes it so much more horrifying than a lot of zombie movies do. Because the zombies are basically people that are just rotting so horribly it drives them
Them
insane.
pain, yeah. The eating brains makes them feel less pain.
And it's like conceptually the zombies are. I also really like the one guy who gets bitten and not bitten, but he gets sprayed by the gas and turns into a zombie, and he climbs into an incinerator.
Oh yeah, that was really good in the movie.
Yeah, because he's praying to God because his heart had stopped. He's dead. But,
Yeah, he doesn't want to deal with the pain. It was a good movie.
yeah, really solid movie.
And then the Tarman.
And Tarman is such a great.
Tarman
iconic
is like a
character.
top tier zombie design.
Mhm.
Very simple.
I don't even know if I count him as a zombie at that point.
Well, no, that's why he's awesome.
Yeah, though he's just a monster.
He's an excellent though.
Mhm. The fact that
Also, the characters,
Mhm.
like, okay, the actors aren't amazing or anything, but the characters themselves are fun.
yeah, they're all really fun, and it's an interesting commentary. They're all like rebels who want and like they talk about death all the time, and then
When it's that push comes to shove, they're like, oh god, I want to live, and they fight for their life. It's a good movie.
I like the German doctor who just he was just crazy in the attic.
He was fine.
Do you remember he crawled
Yeah,
up to the
I
attic?
do.
He shot the girl.
Good movie.
Yeah, there's so much going on there.
I'm just saying, like, that deserves an S.
Yeah, that
It's like, I would not feel comfortable putting it in the same tier as Color Out of Space
True.
or Arcadian.
I think it's
As much
better.
as I like those.
Much. Let's see. Let's do. You want to do Shin Godzilla?
Yeah, it's the odd one out.
All right, Shin Godzilla. Arguably, it's not
that's
horror.
another S tier.
Yeah, I agree. Arguably, it's not even horror.
It's horrific.
At points, it is. I like the Godzilla design. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's mainly there so I can complain about Evangelion.
Yeah, it's mostly there so we can talk about in fact, it was nearly Evangelion again.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. But Shin Godzilla, good movie.
It is a good movie, but the creator made Evangelion, and he nearly made Godzilla turn into an angel.
Yeah, Anno has a thing for angels. Cool guy.
He doesn't understand Christianity at all. He just thinks it's cool.
Well, yeah, but like, fair enough.
You know, it works. It does.
It's like those Americans that get the Japanese symbols written on their arms. You know, they don't know
And
what it means.
a lot of them just say, "I'm
A
stupid."
lot of them say fart, just just the way it is.
You want to exist?
Yeah, exist is a fun one. I would put that in C.
I think we. Yeah, no.
It does not deserve.
Yeah. I was looking at it. B. It doesn't deserve that.
Exist is a perfect, entertaining.
Mhm. It's very. I recommend seeing with friends. That's one thing I'd say.
It's like stereotypical.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
Sorry about that. The dogs are barking. I'll be right back. How are you all doing this fine froggy day? As we rant about these movies. Swinkly. Huh. Ugh. Alright. We are back. We were talking about it exists.
Yeah.
We got snack.
How it exists, perfectly C tier movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
The costume was surprisingly.
so to add context, what exists is Bigfoot.
Yes, Bigfoot is real.
It's a Bigfoot movie. You know, it's like real life. You go in the woods, sometimes you run into Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing here is it's a found footage film, so sort of like you know, your Paranormal Activities, but with less shaky cam. It's interesting. I guess it's not like an actual one, is it? Is there camera angle? I haven't seen it in a minute, so I'm not sure if the camera is like consistent, but I don't really care.
It's decently consistent.
Yeah, like they do a lot of cool shots with them, so I'm okay with it.
The characters are not that smart though. They're pretty
characters
dumb.
aren't very bright. The the characters acting is whatever. It's sort of stereotypical horror movie, do dumb shit.
The monster effects are surprisingly good for a movie of whatever. I can't imagine this had a budget.
This was a $1 billion movie.
This
This is Endgame, Avengers Endgame tier.
the Bigfoot Endgame.
But as someone who's a big cryptid fan and has seen their fair share of cryptid horror movies, pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it. The ending was a little weak.
Yes.
Only because I just fundamentally disagree with what happens at the end.
Yeah, but like I don't think it's from a movie writing perspective.
It makes sense, but from a personal perspective, it's like I would not have done that.
Not bad.
Yeah, decent. I like it well enough. C is probably the best rating. The thing is, I guess I consider it above average modern horror movie, but I think that just means that I think
this
a
tier
modern
list is-
horror is pretty bad.
This tier list has some strong contenders. I would not put it high.
Yeah,
It's better than The Beast within.
yeah. I definitely. We say that we still haven't rewatched it.
But I would put. Okay, you want to do the Evil Deads?
Yeah, let's get to the
The
greatest
problem
movies.
is, we might need S plus and S at this point because like.
All right, I think one S tier.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But then yeah, I see what you mean.
Like if it's just S tier, it will just be Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, S.
Like I could never say any of them are
Oh wait, S.
aren't top tier.
And row above. And then SS. Arguably, The Thing is below. It's
As a horror movie, no.
No.
As a movie,
Maybe.
probably.
Thanks for the hydrate, Grim.
Hydrate. I am thirsty. I don't want the Connecticut one.
You've doxed us.
It's a joke. It's a meme, you dingus.
I don't know what that. I don't know memes. I don't have touch with the kids these days. All right, let's see. So we put Evil Dead there. I really like Evil Dead, but it's also like the movie where Sam Raimi was still figuring out what he wanted with his style and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It had no budget.
Okay, no budget, but they did a lot with what they had.
Oh,
it's still
definitely.
a really good
No,
movie.
it is very good. Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi doesn't do anything wrong.
Like, put it at the top of S tier, just so
Yeah.
we're not gonna order these, but it's worth noting.
Yeah, this is the top of S tier.
Uh,
And then Evil Dead 2.
it's just
Where-
Evil Dead 2 did the impossible, and it came back and said, "I'm going to be Evil Dead 1, but better in every single way."
It is so good.
I
so
do not.
funny.
I understand there are fans who will say they love the first one more. They're wrong.
They're just wrong.
They're wrong. Sorry.
A man cuts his hand off and puts a chainsaw.
Also, yeah, you have to think like the first one is good, but Bruce Campbell doesn't get to show his chops until the second one.
yeah.
And oh my god, the physical comedy that guy is capable of. He's not
Jesus.
human.
His hand acting is
He
so
is in a
good.
competition with Nicolas Cage to become a living cartoon character.
Mhm.
And he is winning.
Yeah, he's definitely winning. He's so. And honestly, the thing is, also,
It's
you
still
gotta
a good
love Ash.
horror movie too.
Yeah, it is. You gotta love Ash Williams in these.
Yeah, he is Evil Dead.
I think we put this at S tier.
Yeah, this is S. Like I like Evil Dead 3.
Mhm.
I know that's controversial to put it below Evil Dead 2 for some people, but Evil Dead 3 is good.
Yeah, but here's the thing: this one, the original Evil Dead did not want to be goofy. It
Yeah.
didn't. It wasn't intentional. It was just the consequence of something.
I might put Army of Darkness above the first one.
I do like goofiness. The thing is, I feel like you reorder these three based on what you like most.
I think, yeah, Evil Dead 2 is a perfect balance between the comedy and horror. Evil Dead 1's a pure horror movie, but it's funny incidentally.
Incidentally.
And Evil Dead 3 is a goofy movie.
Yeah, it just fully embraces.
Not to be mistaken with the horror goofy movie we were discussing earlier.
That's its own. That's its own category. I would pay to see Ash Williams in Arcadia just fighting goofy monsters.
It would obliterate.
I know it
They'd
would be
be
the great.
extinct.
It would be the greatest though. He is made to fight Goofy.
He is.
No, but the third one, time travel, go back in time. I thought I had his. So there's an Evil Dead TV show, and I'm gonna mention it because we don't have it on the tier list, but you know
It's good.
it's good. We never finished the last season, and it was a solid show. I'd say it leans towards Army of Darkness most
Totally.
with its tone, just with the overall tone. It's silly, it's goofy, and it knows it.
But the reality, though, it doesn't matter what they did if we get to see Ash.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell getting to just play the part, it's worth it. They couldn't have fucked it up, really.
Okay,
There were some.
Descent. Okay.
We'll get to this in a second. But also, it's worth. There were like 3 different video games for PS2, and they were all pretty fun.
Did Bruce voice most of them?
Yes, he did. He was like, he just like, sure, I'll do
He
that.
also voiced in the hit video game Dead by Daylight.
Ah.
The great one of the
I understand.
the greatest horror games
Yeah,
ever.
I
made.
know.
The scariest game ever.
It's not a horror.
It has horror monsters.
It does not make it horror. The Descent.
Does that mean Fortnite is not a horror?
I don't know how.
Michael Myers isn't.
I don't
He
know.
can hit the gritty.
I'm gonna ban you from my streams.
That's for the best.
The Descent.
The set at S tier.
I'm looking at the air movies. Yeah, yes.
It's a really good move. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should move Arcadian and Color Out of Space down.
To B.
Yeah, I think they are B movies.
But then we have to move Living Dead down. I don't feel right
No, I
about.
think Living Dead. I think Living Dead's on that tier,
Yeah.
but for a different reason than those two.
All right.
There, now I feel better about that. Because I don't like The Descent as much as those. It is a really, really good movie.
Yeah, it's a very solid movie. The sequel, meh.
I mean, how did they do a sequel? It was dumb to try.
Yeah.
But The Descent one, really good movie.
Girl falls down cliff. Does not go well.
It's not fall down.
I know. I'm making it true. Yeah, she goes caving.
She's
Her
in a
friend,
cave.
her friend gaslit. One of her friends is just a bad person.
Okay, yeah, horrific.
Just like a horrifically dumb person.
Uh,
But also, I like the monster designs for like the cannibals.
yeah, no, it was cool. Like, really good movie. All right, The Sexorcist.
It's
Oh,
not.
sorry, The Exorcist.
It's about a little girl.
I
Although
mixed-
her age is weird in that movie.
that movie is weird, but no, I was just saying that
Mhm.
I just wanted to make a joke, like shaving Ryan's privates. Where do we put this?
Personally, I think I feel like it's close to The Descent for me.
Yeah, that's.
I know
fair.
it's like more like culturally relevant and all that, but like
I don't love it that much.
yeah. Also, like I have to say, this, I watched this movie recently. I was just like, Reagan is such a like. I understand the actress did great; she was doing their best, but like I could not figure out what age I was supposed to think this girl was,
Okay, yeah, her relationship with her mother is either really weird,
or she's younger than she looks.
but then another scene, it's a weird movie. I get they couldn't hire a kid actor to do like an actual kid actor.
But
to
it
do
feels
this.
like she's written to be like 6.
But she's like a teenager.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just
like
weird.
13 going on 14. It's like
I think it's a weird movie to film, but I'm glad they did it. I think it came out good.
Mhm.
Reagan killed it,
Reagan's.
but then
destroyed.
I don't know how they did sequels. I don't know why they did sequels.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it just came down to one of the actors or like the director being really.
Well, I'm just sure it was just money.
Yeah, that's the real.
Scroll down. Not a lot to say about The Exorcist. Good movie. If you haven't seen it, where have you been?
Another good. I feel like no. Let's go with Late Night of the Devil, another modern one.
Okay, but I feel like do we talk about? Everyone knows about the AI art thing, huh?
Yeah, but we could mention it. I
Honestly,
feel like
C. I think C because the ending kind of.
Yeah, the ending does fall apart. What the thing is, what makes me tempted with B is what they based this off of. Like
What,
they
the-
based the fact there's this like, but one of them is just a real person who existed, the magician.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, so all of it, it's set on like a TV show. It's all this stuff, but there's one character who's basically just a person that existed in real life.
Yeah. And okay, I liked it. I was really into everything with Bohemian Grove and
Mhm.
the conspiracy, and then the ending happens. It's just like,
It's clear they didn't know how to end it.
yeah.
There also, it should be noted, AI art was used for 3 images, I believe, in this movie overall.
And it's all you heard about when it came out.
Yeah, which is sad because I think here's the thing: I think they should have hired an artist, but also the movie itself was good. I can't deny it.
Yeah, like I was hooked until that last part.
Yeah, they didn't know how to.
Yeah,
They did not.
You've talked.
There are like 3 different ways that name can be said. Leave it be.
Do you like my
Jackson?
Get to the next
What
one.
are you gonna do now?
For Jacobel.
Jack.
Next.
No, later, but I kind of liked it. But my favorite part is just the magician guy is based on a real person from like the 70s who founded an organization for.
Oh yeah, for proving fraud. That whole thing. That's what I mean. There's enough real stuff in it to make it entertaining.
Very interesting, very fun. But I just love that one guy because like I'm just like that's a real guy. They're just using him. He just
Hey,
yeah.
he loved that.
He I think he would too. But he was such a dick and I loved it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Okay, let's. No, I couldn't.
Yellow Mal. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Okay, so we have a few its, but the Tim Curry one.
Okay. It's been too long.
Yeah, it is. I think it's Tim Curry. It's been a
Tim
while.
Curry. Put it up.
The thing is, if I put it at S tier, it's just
It's not S tier.
Yeah, it's not.
I think it's a B tier movie.
What about the new one?
Also B tier, controversially.
Yeah,
I saw it.
the kid acting is a lot better.
Okay, I have to reveal. So I am not someone drowned in nostalgia. This whole era of, I don't like Stranger Things. I don't like it. I don't care. I didn't grow up in the '80s. It's not for me. I'm happy you love your music.
Yeah, we were
I'm
born.
sick of it.
We were born at the end of the '90s.
I don't deserve this. Yeah, I'm not interested.
I have no idea what any of this is. I wasn't alive then.
I want my grunge rock in early 2000s. I want cool music. Anyway, back on point. But that's
I
it.
think I have to put it above this, just because. Well, I like him as a clown a lot. Like you get why kids would be.
Okay,
Like,
to be fair to David Skarsgård,
he carries.
he is a good clown. Different type.
Very different type.
But okay, get to it part 2 because there's nothing really to say. See
It's a
it.
good, kids fight evil clown god.
Now, but then we have it part 2.
It part 2. I'm putting it. You know what?
It's an F.
It's an F. And it's not even. It's not a problem with the acting. It's not a problem with Skarsgård.
It's a problem with the original story.
It is a fundamental problem with the original book. Ignoring the sewer scene we all know about for a moment.
Ignoring the controversy. Anyway, the hell, Stephen King.
Yeah. So, yeah, really though, like, just that was you made some choices, but I kind of want to put it out awful.
It's not.
I know the movie it's not, but what it represents is.
Oh yeah, F. I think F's perfect.
So the problem is that Stephen King, when he wrote it, he just decided to copy and paste the first half and do it again, but they're all adults now.
And the problem is, kids are running from a clown that's like some extra-dimensional evil monster, whatever. It's a lot more believable, and it's a lot more engaging because it puts you in this position where you are not an adult and you can't just leave or fight but because it's just a rehash, but worse because they're adults and they don't. It takes away, and seeing a grown man run from a clown just isn't as scary.
It doesn't work as well.
It doesn't have the same impact.
And my problem is it just feels really unnecessary. Why don't they just finish it?
Yeah,
in
they
the
could
first
just
half?
kill him in the sewer. It could just be done.
Finish it in the first half. It's all you need. You can literally cut the original book in half and make I think a stronger narrative. Or maybe not even a strong narrative, but like one that doesn't insist upon itself as much.
It's just bad. It's just like there's no reason to adapt the second half of it, and the second half of it itself isn't. It really isn't interesting enough to warrant.
And I feel bad putting it here. I really do, because I think that It Part 2, it did its best. It had a lot of fun horror house movie.
Yeah, no, they tried, but like, why do it?
Yeah, it was just not necessary.
I mean, I was impressed they got almost actors that almost all looked like adult.
Yeah, that was very
besides the chubby kid, they got the stick.
I didn't mind that. I thought it was funny.
I mean, it's funny, but I think it's kind of awkward that everyone else so obviously,
Like an aged up version. And this one was just like, I turned into a Chad.
I mean, it's kind of based. All right, we can't do that one. The Langoliers. So we're on the Stephen King.
Yeah, we are on the Stephen King kick for the moment.
Also, a D tier. You think you're funny?
I'm just saying the language.
It's a D tier movie.
It is.
It's not even really a movie. It was a
mini-series.
But it's just there because of the meatballs. If you know, you know. There's nothing to be said here.
Yeah, it's not.
The memes, they speak for themselves. It's a good movie. It's a
good
bad movie.
No, don't watch it. It's like 6 hours.
It's really long, unnecessary, and the payoff is awful meatballs.
You mean amazing meatballs?
Those
meatballs almost get it to.
Now, The Shining is a movie that people are very passionate about. It's widely considered the best horror movie of all time. It's all the way to the left. Next to M. Night Shyamalan's mewing face.
His mewing face. Okay, this definitely deserves at least A tier.
Yeah, it deserves A tier. Even if it's not only not S because it doesn't cater to me personally, and I am the main character, so I get to decide if it's good or not. But
it's a solid movie. I like a lot of the behind the scenes and how they like intentionally made the whole place not make sense. Because it's just like a lot of the, like normally I think that was just like a plot hole, but like the director, it took more work to pull off a lot of the shit he pulled.
Yeah, the director of the how am I forgetting? What is wrong with him? He's a very famous director. I'm having a moment. Surely someone in chat would say.
I think we're screwed.
How? I keep just thinking of Jack Nicholson's face and because I'm looking at it. But anyway, what is wrong with him?
He was nuts. He was kind of insane. I'm trying to remember his name too.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick myself.
Oh, we should put Dr. Sleep on here.
Who cares? Stanley Kubrick. What's wrong with me? Anyway, Stanley Kubrick, using his actors to make them perform better. Pretty cool guy. Pretty epic.
Oh God.
And then my favorite thing about this movie is actually that Stephen King hates it and thinks it's the worst movie of his work because Jack Nicholson is a crazy person
in real life.
Listen, if you look at Jack Nicholson at the start of the movie and someone told you he kills the wife and son, you wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Oh, of course he does. Look
at that guy." I've heard he's a sweetheart.
I heard he is. I feel bad, but he does just look like an axe murderer.
It's a perfect role for him, but it's not because in the book it's all about the guy losing his mind. Stephen King has a point. Jack Nicholson never had his mind. You can tell.
He was crazy from start to finish.
Which is fine. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Stephen King, I understand, but you gotta accept sometimes things are better. Speaking of Stephen King and things being better. Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary.
The original.
The original Pet Sematary.
That's another A.
Or A.
Yep. Alright, next.
Alright, Pet Sematary.
That's how if you don't know, yep. Then you don't, it doesn't matter. You don't matter.
I think the new Pet Sematary probably deserves D.
Yeah, D. It's not offensive.
Not the worst.
It's just cheap and not as entertaining. It doesn't do anything yet you hope.
Yeah, it's just you think they bring in like the Wendigo more, and they just don't.
Yeah, or like all the stuff from the actual book that was cut.
They could have brought back.
But instead, they adapt like all the scenes from the movie in this really budget way. Not good.
Don't know why they bothered.
Okay, that's the Stephen King ocean. Oh wait, Creepshow.
Oh, Creepshow.
You are more of a Creepshow fan.
I am. Okay.
I'll let you handle
Creepshow 1. Creepshow 1. I'm gonna put this one up at. I think I'm putting it at S. Okay. Creepshow 1 is such a good anthology. It's like it made the modern anthology formula. It's so good, so fun. Uh, in the end, in the end, this is just a solid anthology horror where it's always fun. Here's the thing, they're not all good with Creepshow. Like there are some. It's always a mixed bag of what you're gonna get, but it's good. Creepshow 2 is just Creepshow 1, but like I don't honestly put.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just not as. They didn't have the budget. They didn't have the money. The effects were meh. But instead of Creepshow 3, which is a movie that exists that doesn't deserve to ever be mentioned, Tales from the Dark Side. I'm gonna put it at A. I almost like it as much as Creepshow as the new Creepshow, but I'm putting it A for just to be fair. This is Creepshow 3. It is so fun. The gargoyle. My favorite story is the gargoyles because I was trying to call the twist from the start, and I guess I just wasn't smart enough. Because like, I was thinking, okay, so she's gonna come back and kill him, or so he sees a gargoyle kill someone, and he promises that gargoyle he'll never tell. After which he's a struggling artist. After which he meets a woman, falls in love, becomes a famous artist. Like all this, has 2 kids. It's a whole thing. And then it's revealed. Then he finally decides he's gonna tell his greatest secret to his wife. He takes her to his back room where he's painted the gargoyle 100 times, got all these little statuettes of the gargoyle, and he tells her, "Oh, honey, sweetheart, this is my greatest secret. The night I met you, I saw this monster, and it's the only secret I've ever kept from you." And then she screams, "You promised you wouldn't tell," morphs into a gargoyle, and eats him. And it's super fucked up and funny though. Like his kids walk in and they're both gargoyles. And then it ends on a shot of like the mother gargoyle turning to stone, holding her children who are also stone. While the police are like looking at the dead body of the guy. It is the greatest fucking twist. I love it.
I just can't. I know that like sometimes a lot of the time the Twilight Zone is just fucked up, and wouldn't it be fucked up if that happened and they learned nothing? But yeah, I wonder. What was the guy trying to say there?
Yeah, what was the message you were supposed to? Sometimes lie.
Do not marry a gargoyle.
Don't marry a gargoyle and lie to your wife. That was the message.
I think those are good messages. I'll be honest, but I'm not sure they go together.
They seem to battle each other. Don't marry a gargoyle. How drunk would you need to be to marry a gargoyle?
Not very.
I've seen gargoyles. They can be pretty hot. That cartoon from the back in the day.
Exactly. Next.
Let's go to Alien. No, wait. Alien's gonna lead into something, so we're gonna save that for like. Black Phone.
Black Phone is standalone.
Yeah. A.
Yeah, I like it better than anything. B.
B.
I think it's better executed than.
Yeah, I think it's better executed, but I also think it doesn't appeal to us a lot.
So.
Like, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it, but it was not made for me.
Oh yeah, it's.
Like, I think it would be A tier if it was more directed at us.
Yeah, like it's very well executed. Like also the era it's in doesn't ruin it. Like some of these like.
Yeah, like it's set in like the 80s, but it's also that doesn't ruin the movie.
Yeah, it's got like stranger danger messages. Is it the 70s?
It might be the 70s. Either it's the same nostalgia era, but they're not hammering it. So it gets
good movie. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, actually, no. If you want to know Black Phone, I think you just go watch it. The mystery makes it stronger.
Yeah, it hooks you pretty good.
Like a lot of these movies, you can spoil and then just go watch it, and it will not affect you at all.
No, not at all.
Oh, like I can't imagine a thing I could say about Evil Dead 2 that would make it less enjoyable. But this Black Phone is one of those movies where if you spoil it, I think it actually does hurt the film.
Go to Texas Chainsaw. We'll get these one-offs out of
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A?
Hey,
Yeah, it's strong A. Let's put it strong A. Because
it's next to Exorcist. It's like,
these two are...
They started something big. They're great.
I think...
There's not a lot to say about it, though.
Yeah, really. Cannibal Family.
Like Cannibal, Chainsaw. Well, what am I supposed to say?
Bubba is just
the dinner table scene, Grandpa, like, everyone knows.
They keep trying to recreate it, and here's the thing. I don't really like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, too. I think it's a fun movie. But, like, they just did the dinner again.
They do the dinner again in all of them.
And it's just like, guys,
it's already a perfect scene.
Yeah, you're not gonna top it. It's just needlessly sedate. Oh, I forgot to put Saul on here.
There's nothing much to say about Saw.
True, it's just torture.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
The fun part of the movie isn't even the torture part. It's the interconnected plot.
Mhm.
It's just a silly movie.
The first movie's probably the strongest, though.
Well, it's definitely the most.
Contained.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's my favorite. Anyway, let's go to.
All right, let's go Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's that. No, that leads into something.
Oh yeah, Friday the 13th.
The original. I'd actually put the original in A.
Yeah, I should have grabbed a couple others. I think
To be clear, Nightmare Friday the 13th, like part 2 and 3, would probably be S. But the first one with no Jason, with no Jason.
Yeah, there's no Jason in Friday the 13th. I don't even know. You know what? We can spoil it. This is fucking old. If you don't know, it's on you.
Yeah, how do you not know Jason's mother was the killer?
Killer in the first movie. Yeah,
They spoil it in Scream.
they do. I didn't put Scream on.
There's not
It is.
Scream. We can live without
We
Scream.
can. I like Scream enough, but I also like.
Scream is good.
It's
Matthew Lillard dies, and I'm still upset about it.
still not forgiven.
Next,
Anyway, yeah, I liked it.
yeah, it's a good movie.
The worst. I think what I like most about it is in Never Hike Alone, and like those they're like two fan films where this guy goes to the camp and he just sees he sees an arrow through a wall where that girl was shot in the head with an arrow, and like a bunch of other scenes from the. I feel like the nostalgia for this movie is more than this movie itself.
Like I said, it is
It's
good.
not even a bad movie. I'm just saying it's bigger.
I think we
memory.
should address the elephant in the room. Ewing M. Night Shyamalan.
Ewing M. Night Shyamalan.
I put him in. I don't give him awful. He's a mixed bag. He deserves D.
He deserves D.
I
We're
was
just
too
putting a
lazy to
person.
pick out his meat. I was too lazy to pick out his movies. Like, okay, yeah, The Visit's pretty okay.
Yeah, The Visit. I mean,
I don't even love it that much, but the plot twist, it worked. What a twist! He's a good.
although you start being able to call it pretty early.
Yeah. And I like
What else did I like from him? I don't like a lot from him.
That's
This
why I
guy
like
needs a
him.
meme.
Well, he did the scariest movie
No,
all
no,
time.
okay. Wow, I meant Signs.
Signs, I know what you meant. The Signs was good.
it
It was not good.
was very fun though.
But that's my thing. He's fun. He's a crazy man.
Honestly, the thing is,
The
they're only,
scariest movie he's done is the Avatar live action.
yeah, that was the most horrifying.
Like, that was honestly terrifying. Still crying.
It still hurts.
Like, that was horrific. My name is Ong.
My
But,
name is Owen.
But, like, he's just a goofy guy. I love him, but he makes some stinkers.
Yeah, I just feel like he doesn't know what he's doing a lot of the time.
Yeah, but he
I
deserves
think
to
we're
be here
ending
just to
on
make fun
Alien,
of
so
him.
we'll do Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
I mean, not
What
Nightmare.
was that guy with the lady on it?
Oh wait, that's a stranger. Oh, that's for.
Oh, it's Sir Ripley's. I could tell from that picture at first.
That's the first image that came up on Google. On Bing.
All right, time for
The Strangers.
The Strangers. Oh, the kidnap. Okay,
I think C tier.
yeah, C tier.
Like-
Not a lot to say.
Yeah, really. I mean, three crazy people commit horrific acts. You never learn who they are. It doesn't really matter. Like in the end, I get the idea they're going for. Like it could be anyone and done for any reason, but it's also like just three dudes.
That's just
Just three dudes.
not super great.
Yeah,
It's entertaining.
it's entertaining enough. But again, it's one of those movies that definitely wasn't for us.
Okay, let's do
Right,
Nightmare.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Where would we want to put him?
Oh, the first one. I'm gonna count this as the original trilogy and
Yeah,
S tier.
S tier.
Easy S tier.
Yeah, we're just gonna count this as it's all three because it's just goddamn. There's
They're
so
all
many.
good. Like the first one's good. Second one's good, even if it's a little strange. Third one's great. Nothing. If you haven't seen them, see it. It's good. It's good. It's just really fucking good.
Freddy is such an icon. Robert Englund makes the
Yeah.
Freddy role so hard, and they tried to do the reboot, and to this day I don't understand why. I'm like, you can't do it.
No, like the thing is, Freddy isn't a guy in a mask. You can't cast anyone.
Yeah, it's Robert Englund.
It's Robert Englund's acting chops on full display,
Just-
and he is just a joy.
yeah, he's just destroying it. The greatest.
He really is.
The reboot was so bad.
Yeah, let's just into that. All right.
What's and now
Hey.
here's the thing. were we to take, I think 4, 5, 6, they'd probably be C or B.
Yeah, of course. Like they're
They're just silly. The only reason they're worth watching is if you like Robert Englund.
and you want to see more funny, like Freddy
Freddy
creative kills.
Yeah, they're not worth watching that
But
much.
the original trilogy is good.
But then you get to Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
I think A tier.
I think A tier too. Okay, because this redefines Freddy as like, it's not even Freddy really. It's a monster that's taking Freddy's shape, and it's like all this weird meta commentary.
Yeah, like the movie has the actress of
What's her name? What's her face?
Nancy.
Nancy Thompson.
Nancy's actress playing the actress outside the movie, and talks to Robert Englund in the movie.
It's also
very
meta.
surreal. It's very good. But it's not meta in a link. It's a meta in the I love. If you love Nightmare on Elm Street, you'll love this movie type of way.
Yeah, it is a very good movie.
It's just 10, like 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that makes this better is Robert Englund couldn't do his chops. The only reason it's A tier.
Now we're on to Alien.
Alien
Alien is an S tier.
S tier, definitely S tier. And I'm counting this as Alien and Aliens.
I disagree. Aliens isn't a horror movie.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Alien is.
Were we to put Aliens, we'd have to put it else.
And all the new ones awful.
Yeah, pretty much nothing after. To be fair, I think the Alien versus Predator one was a fun one.
Yeah, Alien. I would say the actual like Prometheus.
They've all been awful.
Because I just don't want to see discounts xenomorphs. I'm sorry.
So just show me why do you keep going? The thing is, I know why. You know why. But if we get into it, I think we just have to bring this guy up.
We'll save him. He's too. It's too much of a powerful theory.
Let's finish Alien.
Oh yeah, Alien, good movie.
Very solid. The xenomorph creature design.
It's iconic. I think the problem. I think that Alien suffered from success. It was going to be an anthology film.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would have been better for it.
Yeah, it would have been stronger if we just got different aliens each time.
But Sir Ridley Scott, he wanted the xenomorph money. I respect it. He wanted that paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got this.
Alien.
This is a solid little tier list. We could add to it another time, or
You want to end it here?
I think I'm happy. Like I said, I think I need a script to go after Ridley Scott.
The Sir Ridley Scott.
I think he's amazing. I have accusations.
I have strong opinions about Sir Ridley Scott.
But yeah, not bad. You happy?
Yeah, I think this has worked out well.
All right.
A bit short, but yeah, I'll get more stuff next time.
Yeah, get more stuff for me to tier.
We'll call it here for the night.
You're just gonna go?
What else am I supposed to do? What do you
I
want to
thought
talk
you were
about?
gonna keep them I'm leaving.
A dare.
I thought you were gonna keep them entertained.
Meh. I'll stream on Monday.
You happy?
Thank you all for stopping in.
I hope you had fun meeting the main character.
Yes, I hope you did.
I gotta go play Street Fighter.
I think they did. Alright, guys. Sorry for the short one tonight, but I didn't get enough content. We'll get to it next time. Good night. Actually, let's see. I might raid out.